Hi, I'm David Cassidy. Welcome to Las Vegas, the most exciting vacation spot in the world. It also happens to be my home, so I know the best this city has to offer. The people and places, the sights and shows, the cuisine, and the casinos. So come on, get ready. I'm gonna be your backstage pass for the best in Las Vegas. Originally, the name Las Vegas meant fertile land. Maybe that's the reason it's the fastest growing city in the USA, attracting 40 million visitors a year. The city that was built on gambling offers much more than blackjacks and jackpots. Today, Las Vegas is home to some of the finest resorts, restaurants, shows, and spas in the world. There's something for everybody on any budget. Where else but on the world-famous Las Vegas Strip can you sample a $1.99 shrimp cocktail and sip a $20,000 bottle of wine within a few blocks of each other? But what's really amazing here is how the city consistently reinvents itself to appeal to any kind of traveler. I first came to Las Vegas in 1970. I was 19 years old, struggling actor, shooting a pilot for a TV show you might remember, called The Partridge Family. Well, a lot has changed since then for both Las Vegas and for me. Today, this is my home. Now, I've traveled all over the world, and there's something very special about this city that separates it from the rest. It's not just the casinos. Even if you don't gamble, Las Vegas has a lot to offer. So over the next hour, I'm going to show you some of my favorite things to see and do here that make Las Vegas a magnet for travelers and a great place to live. 60 years ago, no one would have thought to stop here. The sand, sagebrush, and 120-degree temperatures were enough to convince you to keep right on driving to the Pacific Ocean. Well, times have really changed since then. Today, Las Vegas supplies every possible creature comfort. It even includes bringing the ocean to the desert. Welcome to the Mandalay Bay Resort, my pick for the coolest place to cool off in Las Vegas. This resort wagered that bringing a beach to the desert would bring crowds to their casino.
It's almost like a fantasy island here. You can go from a desert, and then you come inside the building, and you're at an ocean.
Great, pool's great. Love it.
And it's not just a man-made oasis. It's a tropical paradise. The soothing waves and a sandy beach take you to Bali on a budget. The Mandalay Bay beach area is also a marvel of engineering. 10 electric pumps feed water into tall concrete chambers. When the chambers are filled, these 3-ton gates are opened and gravity does the rest. Water gushes through the channels at the bottom of the chambers and into the pool to form perfect waves. All of this available at the touch of a button. From a left brake to a right brake, from a 2-footer to 10, it's all programmable. Now, the waves are artificial, but the 1,700 tons of sand come directly from Southern California. Toss in a few private cabanas, some seaside refreshments, and you have a perfect day at the beach. The 11-acre tropical water environment at the Mandalay Bay Resort has another cool feature, the lazy river, with gently flowing waters at 2 miles per hour. It's a perfect place for floating your cares away. That's why the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Resort wins my award for the coolest place to cool off.
I think for a family atmosphere, you can't beat it. I think just having the opportunity for the kids to go ahead and almost have your own beach in Las Vegas is priceless.
Nearby the beach area, another attraction beckons. It's for anyone, not just Mandalay Bay Hotel guests. It costs approximately $14, and it's my pick for Las Vegas' best family attraction. This is Shark Reef, but don't let the name fool you. This is a high-tech aquarium that allows you to immerse yourself in a beautiful and strange world.
In the middle of a desert in Nevada, it's unbelievable. they have in here. The engineer knew what he was doing here.
14 exhibits showcase more than 2,000 animals, unusual ocean creatures and predators from the world's tropical waters. There's no other place like it in Las Vegas. The audio tour included in the admission price helps you appreciate the wide range of species. Silent manta rays, luminous jellyfish, even the rare golden crocodile. Out of a dozen in existence, 5 live here. But the stars of the show are the sharks. Big nurse sharks, stealthy lemon sharks, and the fearsome sand tiger sharks.
They're amazing. I was never, I mean, who would ever be that close to a shark?
People like to see animals that eat people. They're attracted to that. It's fascinating to them.
Now, here's a job that's not for everyone. Swimming with the sharks. But for visitors, this offers major thrills. You can actually talk to these divers with a handset and ask them questions while they're in the water. The questions are transmitted to the divers via radio, and they can answer on the spot. Yeah, well, I'd ask, haven't you guys ever seen Jaws? If you're at all apprehensive about snakes, then this'll get your attention. There's nothing separating you from this exotic green tree python. Nothing. No glass, no partition, nothing at all. Worse yet, it's supper time.
Once they get that taste in their mouth, and sometimes they'll hold on to it and then they'll continue to eat it.
Hey, sounds like an agent I once knew. But seriously, you won't have any trouble keeping the kids entertained here. Mandalay Bay's Shark Reef. It gets my vote for best family attraction. Now, what you won't find here are whales. For that, we need to go to a place like the London Club. That's where Vegas's biggest spenders and gamblers, known as whales, receive the most incredible perks in town.
Good evening, Mr. Cassidy. Welcome to the London Club.
The London Club is a posh, European-style gaming club located inside the Aladdin Hotel. And it's Mecca for anyone with lots of money to wager. The London Club is for high rollers or whales, right? Yeah. But anyone can come here. I mean, even if you're not willing to wager the big bucks, it's almost more fun and certainly a lot less risky to watch the big spenders risk their money. So, that's why I'm naming the London Club as the best place for whale watching.
I've seen some what they call whales, and it's amazing at watching these guys gamble. I wish I could afford to gamble the way they do. I've sat and watched a guy go basically move about a $300,000 swing, meaning he went from down 300,000 to up 300,000 in a matter of a half an hour.
When they get up from the table after a game like that, they'll often need a little help getting up to their no.
And oh, baby, what a room. You don't earn this playing the nickel slots. The Whale Suite is one comp that comes with a price. It has $1 million view, so you better be prepared to gamble that much. The London Club is really a hotel within a hotel here at the Aladdin. They figured the best way to keep the high rollers rolling is to keep them close by. So they have these outlandish complimentary suites and elaborate foods from all over the world at the St. James Club, the London Club's own restaurant. All this anchored by the high-stakes gambling at the tables, all self-contained inside the Aladdin Hotel and Casino.
It's like a casino inside the casino.
And look at these. Chips the size of Shamu to make the whales feel right at home.
We have several of these 5 million. We also have million, 500,000 and 100,000 right now.
Yeah, and these are just their laundry room tokens. Thank you. This is for you, thanks.
Thank you.
The London Club. It wins my whale watching award, and it's one of my favorite places in Las Vegas. Now, don't move. When I come back, I'll have more insider's tips to Las Vegas, including where to find the most lavish buffet brunch in town. And I'll also take you to my favorite free show right in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip. We'll be right back. Hit me. Oh, I love that. Hey, welcome back. I'm David Cassidy. Thanks for joining me as we visit some of my all-time must-see places in Las Vegas. You know, this is the only place on the planet where you can survive on buffet brunches alone. Some of them are better than others, and the one that you shouldn't miss is the most elaborate brunch of the bunch. If there was an Academy Award for buffet eating, man, this one would win the Oscar.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Welcome to Valley's Sterling Brunch.
Valley's Sterling Buffet is my choice for the best Las Vegas buffet brunch. It's turned the Las Vegas buffet into an art form. From preparation to presentation, it's a feast for the eyes, as well as the appetite. And at about $53 a person, you're going to want to come here before you lose all your money gambling.
Certainly at $52.95, a guest can easily spend anywhere from $80 to $100 if they were to buy those items a la carte.
Compared to other buffets in town, it's a high price. And to justify it, the Sterling Brunch Buffet tries to offer the finest quality and the widest selection.
We offer things that you won't find at any other brunch. Items like the stone crab claw, salmons and seafood that we have, the rack of lamb that we do every week, the caviar, all you can eat, the champagne.
Valley's Sterling Brunch is absolutely the best in Las Vegas.
We have 130 items on the cold buffet. We have 12 different desserts that change every week. All the food. You have 14 different entrees.
Absolutely no detail is overlooked. The artistry is stressed as much as the quality of the cuisine. Special care even goes into the foods you don't eat, like this turnip, which is transformed into a red rose. Melons become masterpieces. A kitchen craftsman turns a block of ice into a splendid sculpture. And the finishing touches bring it all together.
Good morning, welcome to our Sterling Brunch. Please this way.
Ilario Pesco, the maitre d', is the first person you'll encounter. His impeccable manners and 3 decades of Las Vegas food service are just the beginning of an elegant dining experience.
Enjoy your brunch, and thank you so much for coming to see us.
The staff here, of course, makes you feel like royalty, but it's still informal and fun.
It's the #1 reason why we don't have beards.
And they'll keep you laughing all the way to the gym, because that's where you're going to need to go after spending a couple of hours eating here.
It's elegant and cozy at the same time, and the food is just, oh my goodness, it's exquisite. It's just
service outstanding.
Which is why we always come here.
And everybody here is confident that your first experience at Valley's Sterling Buffet won't be your last.
Next time you're back in Las Vegas, you're going to be here with me.
The Bally's Sterling Buffet. What service and what a great spread. That's why it's my pick for the best buffet brunch in Las Vegas. The atmosphere at the buffet is posh and elegant. But if you want a little something different, our next stop is loud and outlandish. Now this is bartending with an attitude, and it's the craziest carnival on the Strip. Harrah's Hotel has wagered that a fun atmosphere is their ticket to compete with the other big casinos. They even imported Mig Gradakis from Lithuania when they heard what he could do.
Here we go. How you doing, Mama?
We're not circus guys. We bartenders, so we used to do our old things, and we used to practice and do new things, and we drop every time. People like it.
These bartenders are the Marx Brothers of mixology.
You want to get a drink like that, like in McDonald's? I don't think so.
If you don't become dizzy from just watching them, you're definitely going to become thirsty. They are as athletic as they are entertaining. That's why they win my award for for the best performance by a bartending ensemble. These guys are living proof. Too much fun can be a dangerous thing.
Get fun tonight.
Can I stand on the bar?
Harris has even carried the amusing atmosphere over to a part of their casino called Party Pit, where you'll also find a special gambling environment. I mean, where else in Las Vegas are you going to find a card dealer who gives you a high five when you just beat the house?
All right, we got it.
Harris Party Pit wins my award for most entertaining place to gamble.
18, you got it. 13, 16, and a 22. To work in the Party Pit, you have to have a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and most importantly, you have to have spontaneity.
It may not be any easier for you to win here, but somehow it just doesn't feel so bad when you lose. So if you're not a serious gambler, or take gambling too seriously, this may be the place for you. At this casino, the dealer's your buddy. When you lose, the dealer shares your pain.
21. I should have known when it came out like that. Should have known.
A winning personality is a job requirement here at the Party Pit.
Hopefully everybody wins, but basically I want to give them as much entertainment as possible. I just want to make them laugh. I love it.
That's the reason Harris Party Pit is really the worst place to be an angry gambler. Even when you lose, they make you feel like a winner. And it's my pick for most entertaining place to gamble. And if you do hit a cold streak and run low on cash, there's lots of great activities that won't cost you anything. So let's check out one of my favorite free perks. This is a must-see, the fountains at the Bellagio Hotel. Now, Las Vegas, of course, has other fountains, but the Bellagios are more immense and more intense than any other. You have to see this to believe it. The beauty and elegance of this performance is the reason I recommend it as the classiest free show in Las Vegas. The Bellagio is one of the newer hotels on the Strip, and they've made a multi-million-dollar investment in the fountains, which draw spectators from all over the world. Just the upkeep takes a staff of 37 people, from underwater divers to computer programmers. The nerve center is this control room, where different shows are selected from a computer database. Then, the magic of the water nozzles takes over. Streams of water soar 250 feet in the air, crisscrossing, dancing, and swaying.
It's controlled and operated by several computers. The actual water is shot up out of the lake through 4 basic elements of water-emitting devices.
Now, the devices are little more than a collection of nozzles of different sizes. But in a feat of engineering, they're matched up to lighting, set to music, and synchronized with amazing results. And here's a little insider's tip. Even though the shows go on all day, try to come here at night. It's a lot more romantic. The only problem with the Bellagio fountains is that the show literally stops traffic on the Strip. But believe me, it's worth the wait. Performances are every half hour, and you'll love them so much, you'll want to see more than one. The fountains at the Bellagio, they win my award for the classiest free show in Las Vegas. When we come back, I'll show you more of the best of Las Vegas, including one of my favorite restaurants. And you're not going to want to miss my picks for the best stage shows on the Strip. That's also coming up. Hi again, I'm David Cassidy, and we're back with my personal picks for the best of Las Vegas. Las Vegas Boulevard, or the Strip, right there. Has to be the only place where you can go around the world in 80 minutes, if you find the right cab driver. I mean, look at this. Asia at the Mandalay Bay Resort, Africa at the Luxor Hotel, the Riviera, Monte Carlo, Paris, New York, and here is Venice, Italy. This is the $1.5 billion Venetian, the world's most expensive hotel. They've done a great job recreating some of the real Venice landmarks. Gondoliers guide you through the canals as musicians and singers serenade you in St. Mark's Square. Even though it looks like real sky, this is a man-made environment. It's an air-conditioned Italian square.
I'm from Sydney, Australia, a long way away. I'm here on vacation to visit friends from LA, and we decided to come to Vegas because we've heard so much about it.
Now check her out. She must be a goodwill ambassador for the UN, an Australian woman sipping a Mexican margarita from a Parisian souvenir cup at an Italian square. Where else but Las Vegas? Performances at the Venetian Hotel take place throughout the day, and anyone can visit this attraction. That's why I have the Venetian performers on my list of must-sees. But if strolling through the musical performance is a bit too sedate for your taste, then let me take you to a place to pick up the pace. My pick for the best adrenaline rush in Las Vegas. Just a block off the Strip, you'll find Flyaway Indoor Skydiving. It's a great place to escape the casinos and unwind from all that wagering. In this city known for an excess of excitement, you may not think of including this on your agenda, but believe me, it's just as thrilling as hitting a giant jackpot, because Flyaway Indoor Skydiving is where you can soar like a bird without falling like a rock.
Come on up. Follow me.
$45 will buy you a 15-minute training session and the flight, which lasts about 3 minutes. The trainer has a way of making you feel entirely at ease.
You scared? You're scared. No? Okay. But you shouldn't be scared.
Oh, I feel better already. But the secret to really enjoying this is not to come with a full stomach. You know what I mean? Save the buffet for later.
Key is relaxation. The more relaxed you are, the better you fly. The more stiff you are, you fly like a board.
Grab your stuff, down the hallway here.
After you put on the funny-looking suit, a helmet, and goggles, you're ready to fly. Now the goal is to be able to do some turns and tricks. But in the beginning, just flying is tough enough. An electric motor pumps air through the flight chamber at 120 miles an hour. You're airborne. Now, this may not seem like your typical Las Vegas activity, but Flyaway Indoor Skydiving now draws tens of thousands of thrill seekers every year looking for that ultimate adrenaline rush. I gotta warn you, it can be habit-forming.
It was great. You know how you have dreams you're flying? It's just like getting to live that out.
Believe me, if you're looking for the best adrenaline rush in Las Vegas, you'll hit the jackpot at the Flyaway Indoor Skydiving. What do they think of next? Well, my next favorite spot also involves flying, but in this case, for a bottle of wine. We're headed to my pick for the best wine and dine experience in Las Vegas. Oriole Restaurant at the Mandalay Bay Hotel offers seasonal American cuisine in a tasteful setting. But it's their 4-story wine tower and the high-flying wine service that leaves you breathless.
Makes you a little nervous if you're flying up 42 feet in the air and it's a $4,000 bottle of wine.
Did you hear that? Man, you better hit it big to afford a $4,000 bottle of wine. But there are vintages for most budgets, even yours and mine.
We just started with this interactive ebook, which features our wine list as well as some other.
So here's how it works. Your server gives you an electronic wine list. there are thousands of selections for you to pick from. You make your pick, and your wine angel buckles on a harness, makes the ascent, and returns with your bottle. And while some restaurant workers want to break into show business, at Oriole, it's the other way around.
They were looking for dancers, so it was very easy for me because I had prior circus experience.
The wine tower here may have you ordering another bottle just to watch, but it's the cuisine that'll tempt you to come back.
I want the food to be very approachable, as well as the service very approachable. It's very light, it's very delicate. That's what we're trying to achieve here, just maximum flavor with as little interference as possible.
Joe and Megan Romano are the husband and wife team in charge of the Oriole kitchen. He's the chef, she's the pastry chef.
Desserts are all just about having a lot of fun, having a lot of flavor, and I'd rather them just eat the whole thing and enjoy them versus just looking at a pretty dessert.
All that fun originates in Oriole's bustling kitchen. Somehow, out of all this activity, come meals that look as good as they taste. To be enjoyed in an elegant dining room where you will not be rushed so they can seat the next customer.
I love it. It's good. It's great.
Oh, it's outstanding. It's full of flavor. Presentation's beautiful. It's real light. Thoroughly enjoying it.
And you top it off with the Wine Angels, which is why Oriole Restaurant at the Mandalay Bay Resort is my pick for the best wine and dine experience in Las Vegas. Granted, Oriole Restaurant may not be for everybody's budget, but our next stop certainly is. When we come back, we'll check out the city's flashiest freebie as we go downtown for the hottest light show in Las Vegas. Then we'll turn back the clock and check out Las Vegas's most legendary performers. And they once ruled the Strip. So stick around for my choices for the best shows in town. Hi, I'm David Cassidy, and welcome back to the Best of Las Vegas. When gambling was legalized here in 1931, downtown Las Vegas was the center of all the action. Over the decades, though, the Strip grew up and downtown was left behind. But like an aging beauty queen, it too still has its lovers.
I mean, downtown's where it's at. This is Vegas, man. This is where the odds are better, the gambling's better. This is how it is. This is the heart of Vegas. This is how it was envisioned back in the 60s, and this is how it is. I mean, you go up the Strip, it's like Disney World. You come down here.
Well, that might be true, but by the 1990s, this heart needed resuscitating. So the downtown casinos took a gamble and made Glitter Gulch brighter than ever. In 1995, downtown Las Vegas presented the dazzling Fremont Street experience. It's an incredible light and sound extravaganza for all ages, and it puts the free back in Fremont. This is my selection for the best Las Vegas comeback special. A comeback even Elvis would envy.
Oh, it was great. The colors were amazing and the music to go with it, it was brilliant.
There are more than 2 million light bulbs that blaze inside the canopy that's 90 feet high and 4 blocks long. Making sure all these lights work is a full-time job for these rising stars of Fremont Street.
Changed a lot of light bulbs, I'll tell you that. You know, I picked the right job for the right city.
All those light bulbs give this guy more job security than anyone in Las Vegas. And down below, the high energy continues with a street carnival. 5 shows each night guarantee that the Fremont Street experience will have you kicking up your heels.
It's awesome. Las Vegas is awesome. It never sleeps. I know, it never scares you to sleep.
The comeback of downtown Las Vegas proves everything old is new again. So let's go back in time some 40 years to revisit the magic and the madness of Las Vegas's most legendary act, the Rat Pack. They're my pick for best place to experience the golden age of Las Vegas.
And now, the Rat Pack is back.
They were a bunch of guys who have a very special place in my heart. So that's why my partner Don Rio and I created a show that pays tribute to them. The Rat Pack is back. Frank, Sammy, Dean, and Joey were a real inspiration because they paved the way for me and all the other entertainers who followed in their footsteps.
Mrs. Goldberg goes to the dentist. The dentist says, Mrs. Goldberg, I have some bad news for you. You're going to need a root canal. She goes, oh, yeah, I'd rather give birth. He goes, make up your mind. I have to adjust the chair.
Twice nightly at the Sahara Hotel, you can relive Las Vegas in its heyday, 1961. The lights are low, the drinks are strong, and the music and laughter are non-stop. I even pop in every once in a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Cassidy. David Cassidy, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, David. How are you? Thanks for making the effort, David, dressing up for us. It's a little underdressed, don't you think, 1961?
I'm 11 years old. This show pays homage to the icons of vintage Las Vegas. Portraying Joey, Dean, Sammy, and Frank is more about celebrating than imitating.
We have fun with ourselves, just like they did. That's what it was. It was their party, and they were inviting the audience to come join their party.
Oh, Sammy, I meant to tell you there's some people that want to see you outside.
Who?
The people inside.
Tickets here run between $35 and $45. It's also sure to put a little spring in your step. Take a bow, guys. Great show. Sammy, Joey, Frank, and Dean did indeed help make Las Vegas what it is, the entertainment capital of the world. There'll never be anybody like them again, but this next act is giving Las Vegas a whole new face. And it's a blue face, and it's my pick for most unique show in town. The mystical Luxor Pyramid is the perfect home for the Blue Man Group. There is nothing like them anywhere else in Las Vegas. They take performance art to the extreme, entertaining us with paint, mime, and music. Plus props like cheese, marshmallow, and crepe paper.
You can't really describe a plot. And in fact, if you could reduce our show to a plot, we wouldn't be doing our job.
The TV screen just doesn't do them justice. Maybe because so much of their act is interacting with the audience. Backstage, the unmasked Blue Men say the show connects with the inner child in all of us.
Because it's got so many levels to it as far as where it reaches out to. You could say, oh, it's perfect for an 8-year-old because of this and this and this. It's perfect for a person who's like 30 and they're hip and cool because it's got this. And then you could say, and for somebody who's like 65, man, it'll make them think about their life and be all retrospective and how they've, on their whole perception of life.
What it ends up doing to people's feelings and their brains is create a feeling of, I don't know what just happened, but I feel really good.
And they do it all without uttering a word. Communication comes through odd, homemade musical instruments, resonant rhythms, mime, and makeup. Because their act is so unique, many here had doubts about their success.
They thought three blue guys on a stage in a large theater with no headdresses and feathers and
legs kicking,
and people really didn't. They just thought, yeah, it's never going to happen.
Well, time has proved the skeptics wrong, and so did the box office. Ticket prices here are approximately $60 to $85, and the Blue Man Group is now a sold-out success. They earned my pick for most unique show on the Strip. You know, the Blue Man Group isn't the only troupe that's revolutionizing casino entertainment. Don't move, because I've got more dazzling performances coming up. When we come back, We'll have fire and water and dancers and acrobats, colorful costumes and spectacular stages. Stay with me for more of my favorite Las Vegas picks. Welcome back. I'm David Cassidy, and this is my Best of Las Vegas. The entertainment is why I love living here. Showgirls and Sinatra helped shape Las Vegas as a destination for gamblers. But today, grand production spectacles have made the city a destination for entertainers. Some of the best entertainment is provided by the masterful Canadian acrobatic troupe, Cirque du Soleil.
There are other beautiful shows on the Strip, more of a Vegas style, but Cirque brings a whole different element, and it really has transformed theater, brought theater to Las Vegas.
Mystere is staged 5 days a week, twice each night, at the Treasure Island Hotel and Resort. An $88 ticket starts you off on a kaleidoscopic journey. Music, theater arts, and acrobatics create a surreal circus fantasy. Mystere is my pick for the best stage fantasy in Las Vegas.
If you want to see the impossible become possible, that's exactly what you would see.
Mystere features 6 dozen cast members who fill the stage, dancers, musicians, athletes, and actors, handpicked from around the world. Many are former Olympians. Paul Bowler, the aerial cube artist, spent 20 years as a gymnast for Great Britain before joining Cirque. And still, the cube was not an easy act to master.
Well, it took about 3 months, actually. And it's all about balancing, and almost as if you're a child to balance a stick.
For many of the cast, the best part of this job is the freedom to express themselves.
I have so much freedom in the show if I want to. So much freedom to express through movement. My uncle came to see the show and he was in awe. You know, the happiness, the thrill, the excitement, the danger, and I think that leaving that impression in someone's mind that I'm also a part of that is it's pretty incredible.
Mystere explores life's universal themes, including love, death, birth, and rebirth. But the whole is much more than the sum of its parts.
I loved the show Mystere. It gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, Mystere, my pick for Las Vegas' best stage fantasy. When Mystere arrived on the Las Vegas Strip in 1994, it became a huge success. And that set the stage for Cirque to reach for even greater heights and greater depth in a wet and incredible production called O. My pick for the show you can't afford to miss. O has set a new standard for entertainment on the Strip. A large part of the reason is that the stage has been replaced by a swimming pool. It's half the size of a football field, 25 feet deep, and holds 1.5 million gallons of water. It's the center of a universe filled with special effects, live music, and top-notch circus talent. The international cast includes more than 75 people, from trapeze artists to synchronized swimmers. They perform in, on, and above the pool, taking the Las Vegas stage experience into uncharted and sometimes dangerous waters.
There is not much room for mistake over here. This environment is not, let's say, most forgiving one, I would say. You know, mistake here can cost you some serious consequences. I would say the biggest irony is that I am an artistic director of O. I am very, very bad swimmer.
The title O has a dual meaning. It's a play on the French word for water, and the circle denotes infinity or rebirth. Critics and audiences agree that O is an aquatic experience difficult to define.
It was definitely a love theme to me.
More like a man in the different stages of his life.
It's like when you have a dream that you're flying, that's what this is.
The $80 million Bellagio Theater was built especially for O, which may well be the most expensive production in Las Vegas. Tickets cost between $93 and $121. Creators say O and its older sibling, Mystere, don't compete as much as they complement each other.
I don't know, it's like apples and oranges, you know, and we have that. We're sold out here and they're sold out there. You can't get into either one.
But which show is better?
I'm father of two. I have boy and girl. Whom should I choose? I mean, it's totally different thing. I mean, you love both of them. If, I would say, Mystere can be considered as our boy, this is our beautiful, beautiful girl.
You know, Las Vegas is the only city in the world with 2 permanent Cirque productions. That alone shows how far the city has come. We're a long way from the days when Circus Circus was the only big top in town. Believe me when I tell you, O and Mystere are shows you cannot miss. But those shows are just 2 of my many favorite things to see and do here. So before we go, let's review my picks for the best Las Vegas has to offer. Now, if you're looking to cool off, you've got to visit the beach and the wave pool at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Resort. Mandalay Bay also features my favorite family attraction, Shark Reef. Now, if you're looking for a great place to whale watch, cruise over to the London Club at the Aladdin. Whales are what Vegas insiders call the high rollers. Las Vegas is also a food lover's paradise, and my pick for the best brunch is Bally's Sterling Buffet. If you're looking for a romantic restaurant, be sure to try Oriole at Mandalay Bay Hotel. And if you're looking for a great place to go drinking, you can't miss the Carnival Bar at Harrah's. Nobody mixes a drink like this place. Now, if you hit a cold streak on the slots or the tables, take a break and enjoy one of Las Vegas's many free shows. The classiest is the fountains at the Bellagio. Another great free show features the singers at the Venetian Hotel. And be sure not to miss the Fremont Street experience. It's really helped revive downtown Las Vegas. Now, when it comes to stage shows on the Strip, there are dozens to choose from, but here are my must-see choices. Looking for the old taste of Las Vegas? I'm talking vintage. The Sahara features 4 of my favorites, Sammy, Joey, Dean, and Frank. And the fabulous The Rat Pack is back. Now, for something that's putting a new face on Las Vegas entertainment, a blue face. You can't miss the Blue Man Group. My pick for most unique show in town. But 2 shows that you cannot afford to miss are Cirque du Soleil's production, The Magical Mystere, and The Wet and Wonderful O. What a lineup. That should give you a start, at least, on planning your next trip to Las Vegas. Now that you know where to go, we just might run into each other the next time you're in town, so I'll see you then.
Hi, Christopher Knight, a.k.a. Peter Brady for the Travel Channel. You may recognize this as the Brady Bunch house, the classic all-American home. But how many houses do you know of that were designed without a toilet and with a plastic lawn? Mike Brady, great architect. And that's just one secret. The Travel Channel's got the real locations of all your favorite TV shows. From Fantasy Island to Three's Company, host John Ritter is taking you on a TV road trip. Continues next, only on the Travel Channel.